Oh my God. Hello and welcome back to my channel, Roots Gifted Hands. I'm super excited that you're here. Now that I've got your attention, let's go straight to the video. Welcome to my Cook With Me series. This is the second episode, and I'm sure you already know what we're going to be preparing today. If you haven't gotten a chance to watch my first episode where I made this easy, very delicious, and healthy efforiro, I'll leave the link at the end of this video in the description box down below and also on the top in the info section. If you're yet to join the family, what are you even waiting for? It's so easy. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button and very importantly that bell next to it, which notifies you whenever I upload. And that's it. You're part of the family and is completely free. Please go ahead and like this video and let's get this video started. First things first, we're going to start with our protein of choice. Today I'm going to be using goat meat and I'm cooking it in its own juices. I haven't added any kind of water to my goat meat. Now I'm going to go ahead and season it. I put salt, curry. Right now I'm going to add some dried basil. You can use any dry herbs of your choice or none at all. And now I'm going to use chicken bouillon. You can use Knorr cubes or Maggi cubes or any seasonings you prefer. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some fresh onion. This is going to build flavor and help to enhance the taste and flavor of the goat meat. I'm also going to add in some minced garlic, which I put in almost every dish I make, and you guys will notice that. Now we're going to cover it and let it simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then we're going to take it out and I'm going to transfer it to the oven. I'm going to put it in this bake pan and you're going to see me toss in the cooked goat meat. Oh my God, that looks so good right now. I want to just grab one. So you're going to transfer it and let it grill and bake. Now while that's grilling in the oven, we're going to start the star of the show, which is what we're here for, our delicious egusi soup. So I'm going to be using palm oil today. You can use any oil of your choice, but I will just let you know that palm oil is the typical oil used for egusi soup. Now I'm tossing in my garlic. Oh yeah. Because like I mentioned, I use this in almost everything I make. I'm also going to go ahead and use onion. And at this point you want to go ahead and put in your crayfish, and that's important because it's going to integrate into your sauce and you want it in there for flavor. It builds flavor and it gives it a traditional taste. Now I'm going to go ahead and put in my blended vegetables. I have all of the things you saw in the beginning: onions, tomato, peppers, and also just a little bit of tomato, which is optional. You're going to cover it, let it simmer for about probably 10 minutes. And now I'm going to go ahead and start to put in all the obstructions. Oh yeah, these are like the things that make this loaded. So I went ahead to put in my panla bits. This is also known as stocked fish. I'm going ahead to put some smoked catfish, and you guys already remember from the last video. In that video I mentioned that you always want something smoked, especially when you're making vegetable African dishes. And another thing you need to know is that in most African dishes anyways, when you're making soup, you definitely need smoked fish or stock fish or crayfish, anyone that you prefer. Now I went ahead to add in some smoked turkey, and that's just going to amplify the smokiness. So now I'm going to cover and let it simmer for about maybe 10 minutes before proceeding to the next item. Something to note is that with smoked turkey, you don't necessarily have to cook it separately before putting it in your sauce because it's smoked, so it's already partially cooked. So right now I went in to add in the star of the show, which was egusi. And because it wasn't enough, I went ahead and added some more because I want it to be more like a paste. And so you're going to see the consistency right now that I wanted to achieve, and that's it right there. Now I'm going to go ahead and add in my stock. In case you're wondering what that is the broth from the goat meat that I cooked earlier. You can use any broth of your choice from whatever meats you cook, or just use store-bought broth. And now I'm going to cover it and let it simmer for a few minutes. Don't forget to continue to stir to make sure it doesn't burn. Now I'm adding in some more because I like my egusi cooked really well before adding the rest of the ingredients. I know I can't be the only one. If you like to do the same thing, go ahead and leave a comment down below and let me know so I know I'm not alone. Now I'm going to go ahead and add in my shaki, also known as tripe. Oh, that looks so good right now, guys. And now I'm going to cover it and let it simmer just a little bit while I get the grilled and baked goat from the oven. Now I'm going to toss that in. Let's add in some more and just a little bit more. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Okay, so at this point you want to go ahead, stir it and taste it to make sure the salt level and the seasoning is okay before you go ahead and add in your bouillon. I like to use the granulated bouillon cubes. You can go ahead and use Maggi or Knorr, whatever you prefer. And then you're going to cover it and you're going to let it cook for probably like 15 minutes, stirring it occasionally. And just take a look at this. Let's go in a little bit closer and even closer. Now when you see the bubbles on the top, you know it's ready for vegetables. Right now I'm going in and tossing in my spinach mixed with kale. You can use any greens of your choice. Oh my God. Now we are basically almost done. I'm gonna give you a closer look so you can see the texture. And so when your egusi is looking the way mine is, you pretty much have done it correctly. And that's it. Your soup is pretty much done. Psych! I know you guys didn't think I was gonna end the video like that. You know I had to leave you with some eye candy just in case what I had given you was not enough. Now go ahead and leave a comment down below letting me know what you plan to eat with this soup. Are you gonna eat it with rice or swallow? Please don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends and your family, subscribe if you haven't. I honestly appreciate you watching this video all the way to the end. I love you as always. Please be safe out there, and until next time, say go be, kodi odabo. Adios. Stick around and watch the recipe for next week. Come on. Oh my God, that looks so good. Can you guess what soup that is? So the Cook With Me series continues. If you have missed an episode, trust me, you want to catch up and you don't want to miss future ones. All you have to do is follow me on Instagram at @RootsGiftedHands. And between now and Wednesday, I will be sure to have the ingredient list for next week's video. Who doesn't like a cooking video? I'm sure you enjoyed this video, so please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Be sure to share it with your friends and your family, and most importantly, subscribe so you can get more of these videos. I love you as always. Stay safe. Mwah. Catch up on videos.